Since we started this channel over 10 years ago, we've spent a lot of time working on machines, buying machines, modifying machines, but very little time riding machines. And I'd like to change that. So tonight's video, and probably tomorrow's video as well, if things work out like I would like them to, we're going to experiment with a new style of video. Might be a little bit awkward, but if we do a few of them, I imagine we will become smoother and more efficient. I'd like to take a machine, either from our collection or someone else's, devote one short video to talking about the machine and getting a good look at it, and the next day make a video of a test ride, trying out the machine and experiencing what it's like. This is our 1983 Honda Aero scooter, Rocky. It's going to be our first featured motorcycle for this pilot set of videos. So we'll talk about it a little bit. A lot of you fellers and fellerettes know its history, where it came from. Just today, I installed the air filter and the bodywork. I like the way it looks. Very stylish. 1983 is the first year that Honda and Yamaha introduced this step-through floorboard style scooter with the very common angular body shape that was around for over 20 years. This machine does not look very different from the 2007 Honda Elite 80. I looked that up. All the way until 2007, Honda scooters didn't look much different from this, unless it was the Ruckus, or maybe the Metropolitan. That one's more rounded. This style had a really long lifespan. Am I pacing clockwise or counterclockwise tonight?
I think you're going both ways.
This is a 49cc two-stroke engine with oil injection, so you don't have to mix the gas. Transmission is a CVT automatic. Unlike some scooters, like the Honda Spree, although it's fully automatic, it still has a transmission that applies lower gear ratios at low speeds and higher gear ratios at higher speeds. I have not ridden this one for more than just a few yards out of our driveway, but I imagine top speed is around 35 miles per hour. We'll check that when we go for a ride. I believe the tires are still original from 1983, and they're still decent, except for the back one. It's got a pretty big crack right over here. See that?
Yep.
So we'll have to be aware of that tomorrow. Runs really well. These are known for being reliable. The transmission is just a belt with some special pulleys, two-cycle engine, air-cooled, forced air-cooled, which means that there's constantly a fan blowing air across the engine to keep it cool when you're in that stop-and-go traffic. Earlier today, I tied up these turn signals Tape them up, rather. Remember, they were droopy before. Now they look a little more perky. The turn signals work about 50%. They turn on but don't flash. And I think that's because someone installed these LED turn signals that look more like trailer running lights to me. And the turn signal flasher relay needs a specific amount of current draw to work properly. These don't pull as much power as the original ones, so the turn signal flasher doesn't know when to flash. I will probably do a video eventually about retrofitting LED turn signals to this motorcycle. Or I might just buy a couple of standard incandescent ones. The machine overall is complete. It even has the optional Honda grocery getter basket up here. Still in decent shape except for the plastic that has started to flake off. Has a few battle scars, but it's a survivor for sure. Camera Girl even likes it.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's ours, but Robert gave this to me, so it's mine.
I'll remember. It doesn't have mirrors, and for a machine that tops out at 35 miles per hour, I will need a mirror tomorrow, so we'll borrow one from this XL500. R. XL500R. Can't forget the R. Pirates know that. Full-size motorcycle mirrors have a larger mounting bolt than scooter mirrors. You can see here, it doesn't fit. So I made up this adapter earlier today. The small end screws into the scooter, and the mirror can screw into that so I can see who's behind me. Hopefully it's not the police, because registration here,
It's a bit overdue.
it's about 30 years out. If you're interested in watching yesterday's video, I'll put a link to it up on the screen. And if you'd like to see tomorrow's video, which will probably see us taking the Honda Aero 50 Rocky for a spin on a terrific road, I'll put a link to that video up there as well. Thanks for watching.